I'm so not prepared to do this right now. Okay, hi, I'm Katie and welcome to kati-ellen's Bookish Adventures. We're doing my May wrap-up, which I was so not prepared to do. I suddenly realised that I had to film this now because I can't film on Saturday like I normally do. So I'm actually filming on Wednesday, which is really early for me and I don't like that. I feel kind of like weird, but I can't film tomorrow either because I'm going straight out from work to meet a friend. So yeah, we're doing this early. To the point of I just didn't know what I was doing. I didn't even know what book I needed to talk about first. I was literally just like, what have I read this month? Because I could only think of one book. So the first book I read and finished was The Never-Ending Story by Michael Ede. So if you have seen previous videos, you will know that basically this book got bought for me because I had never read or seen the films. I had zero, like, anything to do with this book. That is the only reason why I own this book. Like, literally, I would have gone about my life happily having never read it or never watched it. So, how do I feel now I have read it? It took me longer than I wanted. Kind of annoying. I think I gave this 3 stars, if I'm honest. I found it quite average. And I'm kind of disappointed because I kind of wanted to be proved wrong about this. I'm wondering if maybe because I didn't read it as a child or because I never watched the films, like maybe some of the magic is lost on me. I really like the idea of it, like the whole idea that this kid is reading the never-ending story and it's happening and it's also including him. Like, all of it is really cool, but once we got to the point where Balthazar, spoilers, where Balthazar saved them, and then his part of the story took over, I just didn't like him. I could not warm to him. He was so annoying. And I also had this like sense of like foreboding and like something really bad was going to happen. So I was expecting and waiting for someone to die and that didn't happen, and I kind of feel a bit cheated actually. Like, I kind of almost wanted something bad to happen. I know this is like a really stupid thing, but I felt like that's where the tone of this book was taking me. Yeah, I kind of wasn't expecting Balthazar to make it back to the human world, or if he did, he would be so different. But yeah, I think I could still happily have gone about my life having not ever read this book and not have, like, it wouldn't bother me at all. I feel like I'm probably in a minority of people who are very kind of like, eh. I'm kind of like, it was a good enough book, but I thought something more was going to happen. I don't know, I just felt like there was this air of doom and gloom surrounding him as he was making more of his wishes and he was becoming a changed person. I just thought something bad was going to happen. So on to a better and far more enjoyed book, Crown of Midnight by Sarah J. Maas. Oh my god, so I finished this yesterday. So Tuesday I was like, I gotta do this at a time in between washing my hair and dinner, and I was like, I have to read this, and oh my god, if you follow me on Instagram you will see my story and how I was like, holy shit lads. I will be making a review of this. I wish I had finished this last week so I could have done it for now, but yeah, so this will be up the following week. I gave this book 5 stars because it blew me away. It got to a point where I'm looking at the size of it right now and I'm thinking, oh my god, all the stuff that happened, like how the hell did all that happen in such this short book? So I'm now just like, everything is happening faster than I thought it would. Everything just happened at an accelerated speed. I'm just like, I don't even know where at this point, like, holy crap, basically, is kind of where this is going. Man, I'm glad I did not wait. I'm like, well, no, I'm glad I waited, but I'm glad that, yeah, as much as it would have been great to have read these as and when they came out, I could not have waited a year to read the next one. I'm so glad that I can pick it up, like, next month or whenever I want. But yeah, I will definitely be making a book review video of this so I can freak out as much as I want. So, we're now heading into my June reads. I have already started the first one. It is a Kindle read. I am reading the 4th one in the Insanity series. This one is Hooker. This one is someone called naming himself as Lewis Carroll has released a deadly disease on people that in like 3 days like everyone will die or something. So the reason I picked this book up was quite a simple one, and it ties into the reason why I can't film Saturday. I am getting a new tattoo on Saturday and I don't know if I will be sat up or lying down. So if I'm sat up, I thought, you know what, I'll bring a book because I don't know how long I'll be, and A, it's a distraction, and obviously it will be easier to to read this with one hand than an actual book, and if I'm lying down, I really hope I'm lying down, I can go to sleep. I am actually, I said this before, I am enjoying this series a lot more than I thought I would. The fact that they go with the crazy and really run like full tilt with it, I really love. I think that is one of this series like redeeming qualities, is that it doesn't shy away from the nonsense that is Alice in Wonderland, and sometimes I do just think this is literally ridiculous, but it works because this book like just embraces the crazy. So my main read of June is Jane Eyre by Charlotte Bronte. I am tackling this beast. So you may or may not already know that the reason I'm reading this is because one of the lovely people who I chat to on Instagram, Katie Wilson, she contacted me about reading this because she was going to write like an essay on it, but long story short, she's writing an essay on something else, so probably won't read this the same time as me. However, if it wasn't for her, I definitely probably would not have ever considered picking this up. I think I kind of needed that little so because I said that I would read it and that I would commit to reading it with her, I'm definitely going to do it. I may end up cursing her name by the time I start reading this and be like, why the hell did I agree to read this? I have 2 copies. Don't know which one I'm going to read. I think this one, the print is slightly larger, and I just think, I just have a feeling I'm going to struggle with it. I don't know why, but it's a classic and the language, and I don't know, it's not the type of book I would read, so I feel like the bigger the print, the better. But it is one of those books that, caught my hair, that out of like the books that are around then, so like Sense and Sensibility, Pride and Prejudice, Emma, all that, they are not types that I would read. This one is far different. We studied in English at high school, and I remember watching the adaptation, I really enjoyed it. So it is a story that I do vaguely know, but not amazing. I think I'm probably going to read this one over this one because I believe this one has, as well as a preface, it has an introduction that goes into the plot. I do know the plot, but like I don't remember it like amazingly. So probably the next time I read this, which I might do, if I do, I will read this copy and I can then read like the introduction as well. So basically I'm kind of hoping that this book, if I can really get into it, is going to open doors for me to read other kind of classics. I've been talking to someone who I work with, and you know, I was thinking about maybe reading Great Expectations. Sound like someone tried to open my front door. It's downstairs, it's fine. Oh god. Oh god, that's actually horrible. So yeah, I like reading something like Great Expectations and Moonstone and possibly Treasure Island, because I only really know Treasure Planet, and I don't know how accurate Disney's one is. And I saw an adaptation with Eddie Izzard, which was really good. So I'm kind of hoping that this could lead the way to me maybe reading like a classic a year, because I just doubt my ability to get on with like how it's written. That is it. They are my reads. I kind of thought actually I read more in May, but I think it's just because I couldn't remember what I had actually read. And yeah, Neverending Story just took me too long. So probably by the time this video does go up on Monday, today, hello, I will probably be at least halfway done with the Alice in Wonderland while my brain just stopped completely then. Because I'm about nearly 20% in. I started it today, and then I've got work tomorrow and then work Saturday. So even if I don't read it at the tattoo shop, I will probably at least be halfway, and it's only like 270 something pages, I think. Again, it's under 300, which is again why I picked it, because I want my main read to be this, and I want to try to have as much time to try and read this, because I just have a feeling I'm not gonna read it as much as, like, I'm not gonna get into it. I just have a horrible feeling that I'm gonna try and distract myself on lunch breaks, and I really don't want that to be the case. So that is it. Please let me know what you think of my previous reads. I've had already a couple of messages from people, like, because they saw my stories that I had read Crown of Midnight and saw my reaction to it. So please feel free to message as well, or comment, whichever you prefer, to let me know. And also let me know what you think of my reads to come. Have you read Jane Eyre? Because this is the thing, like, I read it in like a high school education setting, but only a few chapters, where it's nicer for me to be able to read this off my own like back. So let me know what you think, and also let me know what you're reading as well. If you enjoyed this video, then smash that like button and show me your thumbs. And if you're new, hello, welcome. Feel free to subscribe, and you can see lots more videos. And for more ways to be social and connect with me, check out my description box all full of links. Hopefully, if I remember and my arm doesn't look too gammy, I will show you my new tattoo. It is book related, so I'm very excited. It's about time. I've only got a book one. It's my left side to even me out. I seem to be getting all my tattoos on my right at the moment. Very excited. So yeah, hopefully I remember, and I will remember to insert tattoo clip here.
So there we have it, lads. Isn't it beautiful? So what I absolutely love the most about this, I literally just sent her a picture which had like a book stack which is much bigger than this, and the books are way thinner, but I said that I was happy to have it shorter because, you know, I get better detail. But yeah, off her own back, she did the whole sort of like really old school looking like heavy tomes, you know, the beautiful hardbacks that you sort of see in like medieval and sort of old century sort of style films and like TV shows, you know, books that would have magic in them or spells. So I absolutely just adore what she did with it. It's so beautiful. I can't get over it.
Have a great rest of your day, enjoy the rest of your week, and I will see you next Monday where we will be talking Crown of Midnight, and I'll be freaking out and screaming probably quite a lot.